Noticing the pause, the top and the bottom of the breath. Feeling some balance in the body, some kind of even type of energy starting to cultivate right here. Shifting awareness to the mind, we'll notice where the focus is tonight and think about setting our intention. So, where do we want the mind to be resting? What do we want to build on? So, taking the next few moments, next few breaths, feel your intention in. You just keep bringing the mind back to this focal point. Let it be something simple. Maybe just a word. Maybe just gratitude. And it can be really easy. And then with a deep breath, we'll take a full body stretch. Reach your fingertips overhead, point through the toes, fill up all the way down the length of the body, and then exhale, pull the knees in. From here, you're going to start to build a little momentum. You start to rock forward and back. This can start really little in the body, just really small movements, and then you'll just allow it to grow. It'll get a little bigger and a little bigger until you arrive in an easy seat at the top of your mat. Once you arrive, sitting up nice and tall. And I was mentioning we did we talked about moving this way, so you might want to move this way so you're not like perpendicular angles. So I think you'll find that so everyone's gonna face this, so face forward. Yeah. But you too. So you could go a little closer to the you stay there. Sorry. Would you mind moving that way a little and then you can come this way? Yeah. So you okay. Yeah. Because you can come out a little bit. You don't have to be like in this little yeah, see what you can come over right here. Is that okay? But then like we're all staggered, but still all spaced out. All right, great. I mean, I want you to be comfortable, but I feel like we probably don't want to be like facing each other at weird angles either. All right, now that we're all here, all sitting up, we'll take a deep breath. Inhale, arms are going to reach up overhead. And then just release to a side body stretch. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches. Hips are grounded, side body's opening. Deep breath through center and then right to the other side. Inhale, reach up, and then twisting. The left hand comes to the right knee. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward, stretching through the back. We'll pause here for a moment, but we're going to land in our child's pose. So maybe you're pulling yourself over the shins so the knees can come wide, the toes can come together. Letting the hips come back over the heels, lengthening the arms forward, and noticing this is your resting pose right here. Always come back here at any time during practice. Maybe take a moment to just rock the forehead side to side, sealing your intention into your mind. And then with a deep breath, our table. Let that inhale lift you right up so that the shoulders arrive over the wrists and the hips over the knees. We can start to take our cat and cows. Belly drops, inhale, look up. Exhaling, we'll press the mat away, round the spine. And start to move forward and back just like this. Warming up through the spine. Connecting with your breath. One breath, one movement. And like anything else, this might start like a really subtle movement, and it might start to grow a little bit more. You might hold one space a little bit longer than the other. Noticing how your body's feeling. If there's any other movements that feel good, feel free to let this morph into anything else. Imagining we're just working through the kinks of the body. And starting to wrap up your last inhale. Well, not your last inhale. Keep breathing. Your last round of cat and cows. Yeah, don't hold your breath. No more breathing for you. We'll land back on our nice sturdy table. So let the back be nice and flat, nice and long. There's a little bit of a tuck of the tail, so we can take balance here. So right leg will extend, flex through the toes, and then maybe the left arm will float up, thumb faces the sky to find a balance. And that right shoulder is going to be right over the wrist. Inhale for length, and then exhale round, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Pause for a moment. Press the upper back to the sky. Inhale, extend, deep breath. And release, hand and knee come to the mat. Take a cat and cow here. And then reset, nice long spine. Again, pull the belly in, slight tuck of the tail so you're not arching in the lower back. And then you can float the left leg behind you. Toes are flexed, pressing through the heel. Right arm lifts. Settle into your balance right here. With the next inhale, you can stretch out forward and back it a little longer. And then exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, get long. Exhale, bring it in. Pause for a moment again. Pressing the upper back to the sky. Really hollowing out here. Deep breath, extend. Release everything down, cat and cow. You might take a few cat and cows, but we'll all work our way up into down dog. So in your own time, when you're ready, you'll curl the toes, make sure the fingers are spread wide, and start to press the hips all the way up. Tailbone is lifting. Maybe you're bending into one knee then the other. Really lengthening through the spine and keeping as much bend in the knees as you need so that the back can be nice and straight. Maybe the feet are going a little wider than hip distance if that feels better on your back. The shoulder, hands will be about shoulder distance. And then noticing the length of our down dog. We'll start to roll into our high plank. Inhale, feel the length of the body. Shoulders arrive over the wrists. Exhale, the hips lift back. Again, inhale forward. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale, press back. And then letting the heels lift, bend the knees so you can walk the feet to the hands, fold to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, standing, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands forward center. Relax the shoulders, chest be nice and open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let go. Inhale, standing. Fingertips reach up, and then your goddess arms. Exhale, chest lifts. Stay right here. Take a nice deep we'll float down. Exhale. Inhale your half lift. Exhale, hands plant, step the feet back, your high plank. Pausing for a moment, again, finding a nice long spine, and then your choice if you want to release the knees here, you could always let them come down for support. We'll take our chaturanga, hug the elbows back, and then lower down. Inhale, open the chest, gentle cobra. Exhale, release, curl the toes, lift up the table or plank. Find down dog. Inhale, right leg will lift long here. You can stay right here in your three-legged dog if that feels nice. Getting a stretch through the left leg. Pressing up through the right heel. Maybe you'll bend the knee, open the hip if that feels good. Going a little further. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the leg, and then exhale, bring the knee to the nose, plant the right foot down, and then the back knee. Your low Anjaneyasana, fingertips to the sky. We press through that front foot. We can hook the thumbs right here, open the chest, the heart lift. You might sink a little deeper in the hip if that feels nice, stretching through the left hip flexor. With your next inhale, we release the thumbs, and then exhale, the hands come down, hips go back, half split. Curl the toes towards the face. Stretch through that front leg. You might shimmy the foot further up the mat to get a little more space, like the held here. We'll take a little gentle movement now. Inhale, come forward, and then exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale forward. Take that foot down. Curl the back toes to lift the knee, and then step left foot to right. Forward folds up the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale to standing. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, goddess arms. Stay right here. Lift through the heart. Press through the feet. Inhale to chair. Arms reach out. Hips go back. Little tuck of the tail. Knees behind toes. Open the chest. Let it go. Forward fold. Half lift. Deep breath. Exhale. Plant the hands. Step the feet back. And your high plank on your knees or toes. We take this lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, or maybe up dog. Pressing the hips and thighs away. Exhale, down dog with the hips lift. From here, left leg lifts long now. Find that three-legged dog, stretching through the left leg. Feeling a nice stretch through the right leg. Maybe opening up. That feels good. Inhale here, square the hips, and then exhale, bring the knee to the nose so you can plant the left foot down. Release the back knee, fingertips float out, low on mat. Keep pressing through that front foot, and then hooking the thumbs again. Lift the chest, the hips get heavy, find that stretch. And remember your breath, remember that nice steady inhale, steady exhale you started with at the beginning of class. Slow release, hands come down, hips go back, and you find a half split. Stretch through that front leg. Toes control up back towards you. This is a nice place if you have blocks. If the ground feels far away, you can always frame that front leg with blocks. Inhale, we'll lift and start to find bending into the front knee, and releasing, stretch. So we'll inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And inhale forward, we'll stay there, throw the back toes to lift the knee. Step to the top of your mat, and we'll find ragdoll. So keep a nice deep bend, belly's on the thighs, hands to opposite elbows. Go ahead and sway side to side, releasing through the neck, the head. Oh, release through the upper body. And now releasing the elbows. Finding stillness, we'll heel toe the feet closer together, either hips distance or the toes could touch. Inhale your half lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come to standing. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, lift the heart center. Relax the shoulders. Getting up nice and tall. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, chair pose. Hips go back. Option to find a little balance. Throwing some weight to the balls of the feet, letting the heels lift. Sit down a little deeper, lift the chest a little more. And let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Hands down. We flow back. Step behind to high plank. Lower, low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, deep breath, expand through the body. Exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Right foot down, runner's lunge. Twisting towards the bent knee. Right arm to the sky. That top arm lift, feel rotation through the spine. Top arm comes down, spin the back heel down. Now the left hand reaches to the sky. We open up. From here, press to your warrior two. Really put some weight in that front leg. Knees over the ankle. Back leg's long and strong, knees to the front of the mat. Inhale, the top arm goes up and overhead. Reverse the warrior. And then side angle, forearm to thigh, top arm reaches. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Right leg meets left. We take the flow. High, move up. Inhale your back bend and then exhale your down dog. Left leg lifts. Once you arrive, deep breath. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, stand. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, get longer. Exhale, bring it in. Plant the foot down, runner's lunge. Left hand to the sky, push towards that bent leg. Feel a nice rotation. Engage to that back quad. Notice the front knee over the ankle. Top arm releases down. Now the right arm opens up. Spin the back heel down so you have warrior two feet. Next inhale brings you all the way up, warrior two. Any adjustments to the feet that you need to here? Make sure you feel stable with the legs. Inhale up and back, reverse the warrior. Exhale, your side angle, forearm to side. Reach to the side of the body. Inhale again. Reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down. Left foot meets right, side plank. We're going to open up, left arm to the sky. Keep lifting the hips. And then if you have a variation, then go ahead and take it here. Maybe stacking or staggering the feet, maybe dropping the bottom knee. Slow release towards the mat. Take a moment to just lift the hips back to your down dog. And then roll to your high plank. Into your side plank. Right arm lifts to the sky. Other side. Again, keep lifting the hips. And take any variation you might have taken on the other side. Slow release, top arm comes down. Let's take a child's pose. Knees wide, lengthen through the back. Take a moment for water if needed. Keep hydrated. Bring your attention back to your mind. Come back to your steady, even breath. And then with your next inhale, we'll lift to our table. Curl the toes to lift the hips down, dog. Inhale, look into the front of the mat. Keep the hands to hold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale to standing, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Prepare for balance. So start to lock your eyes in on something not moving. All the weight's going into the right leg. And start to lift the left knee. Find some balance here. And then we're going to go to our tree. So first find the lift, then if you're open, you'll bring the foot anywhere on the leg. Maybe it's down here on the calf. Maybe it's up here on the thigh. Either above or below the knee, not on the knee. Arms can lift. Give yourself a little more balance, or a little help in your balance. Slowly we're going to move. So arms are going to go forward, leg back, warrior three. Think about squaring the hips. Press through that back heel. Reach for the fingertips. Or reach through the fingertips. Stretching out the body. Belly is strong. And we release into a crescent. Back toes come to the mat, bend to the front knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Hands to heart center. Back front elbow crosses over the side. Stay strong through the legs. We're going to inhale to come out of this. Back to your crescent. Deep breath. Exhale, hover. Arms are going to sweep back by the hips. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands to hips. Step the back foot in. We'll take our pyramid. So square the hips. Legs are close enough. They can be long and straight. Just lengthen through the spine. Making the crown of the head forward as you lower. If you have blocks framing that front foot, you can bring your hands to blocks here. You might have a bend in the back knee to get a little bit more length in the front leg. Inhale, lift up halfway, then back into that knee. Step the back foot behind you a little bit more to give yourself more space, and then to your crescent, fingertips will pull forward and up. Open your warrior two. Lower the music a little. From your warrior two, inhale the arms overhead, and then exhale to your goddess. You're going to turn towards the long edge of the mat. Start to point the knees out, lift up the arms so the elbows are shoulder height. Finding your goddess pose. And again, inhale, we'll reach up. Exhale, you got it. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, we're going to find your warrior two. Moving into balancing half moon. Now that front hand's going to reach forward as much as it can. Back hand can come to the hip. And then the hand's going to find the mat as the back leg lifts the hip height and you start to roll the hips open. Stacking the hips. Opening up through the chest and then reaching that top arm to the sky when you're ready. Keep pulling the belly in. A little softness in that front knee. If you have a bind here, feel free to take the bind. That means you could bend into that top leg and reach the top of the foot. That can feel nice. And slow release. Let that back leg come down. Both hands are going to land on the inside of that front leg. Now the right leg's long on the mat. Inhale to lengthen through the front leg and then start to rotate again to the long edge of the mat. So you land on a wide-legged forward fold. Toes are in, heels are out. And you can just relax right here. Let the upper body just hang. You might keep softness in the knees. And we can take a little sway side to side. Feel nice here. A little release through the hips, through the inner thighs. Inhale to a flat back here. Bring the hands right under the face. Put the belly in, lengthen out. And then start to walk towards the front of the mat. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. So you can land in a forward fold. Back foot meets front foot. Hold right here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, come to standing. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring back to your balance and focus. Finding something to focus the eyes on. Finding a nice tall posture through the body. And then just letting all the weight start to pour into the left leg. And the right knee can float in the air. Engagement through the lower belly and a lift through the chest. And then from here, you start to open up and find your tree. So your tree might be down here. Or maybe since we started up here with the leg, maybe you find a different position in your tree tonight. But do what works for you. Toes can be down, toes can be up. Find any variation with your hands that you like. Maybe heart center, maybe lifting. Strong gaze. Focus the mind. We'll cut back to our warrior three. Reaching forward. Take your time. Let it be mindful, slow movement. Stretching out the body forward and back. As you arrive here, now the hips were open in our tree, but we're going to square them off in our warrior three. Really pulling the belly in. And then landing in your crescent. Bending to the front knee, the back toes come to the mat. Arms reach. Inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center. You find your twist. Inhale, come up through center here. Exhale, float your hands back by the hips. Inhale, we'll reach up. Exhale, hover, pause for a moment. Notice that knee right over the ankle. And then inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Step the back foot up so we can take our pyramid, really stretching through the front leg. So square the hips and then start to lengthen the front of the head forward. Again, maybe there's a bend in the back knee so you can get more length in that front leg. Start to lower. Great place to have blocks to bring the ground a little closer. go easy with that front leg. So we're not overstretching, bring any pressure on the knee joint. Inhale, we'll find our half lift. Bend back into that front knee. Back leg goes long. And the fingertips can float up to the sky, your crescent. And then open your warrior two. And again, from here, we'll inhale the arms, reach, turn towards the long edge of the mat, and then to your goddess, you'll sink down, guiding the knees towards the space behind you. Lengthen the tailbone down. But opening the chest. Take a moment, come out of it. Inhale up. Expand through the body. And then control yourself back down. Exhale your goddess. Palms face forward, elbows at shoulder height. Chest is open. Toes are out, glutes are in. One more time. Inhale, we'll reach up. Exhale to goddess, pause. Building strength here for the inner thighs, ankles, knees. Pulling up on the pelvic floor, keeping the chest open. And release, inhale up. Exhale your warrior two facing the front of the room. And we start to work into that balancing half moon. So the back hand can come to the hip and you can reach forward with that front arm as much as you can. So it reaches towards the ground. If you had a block, you bring the hand to a block. The back leg close hip height. Notice the hips are opening and stacking, and you're rolling that left, the top of the left hip into the left thigh. So there's connection there. If you can combine on the other side, feel free to take it here. Bending into the knee, reaching to the top of the foot. Find that opening through the shoulder, chest, quad. And then release, let it go. Both hands to the inside of the front leg. And then again, you can start to walk to that nice wide-legged forward fold to release. Toes are in, heels are out. Just let the upper body relax down. You can crawl the hands towards the space behind you, letting the crown of the head lengthen towards the floor. Inhale, walk the hands right under the face, take a flat back. Pull the belly in, and then let the left arm sweep to the sky. Taking a twist here. And then release the top arm down. Let the other arm come up. Both hands release. Start to turn towards the top of your mat. And we're going to walk to the top of the mat. Sweep that back leg around front so we can take a malasana squat. So the feet are wide, toes out, heels in. The hips are going to sink down. Again, if you have blocks, you can turn on a few blocks. You can always sit all the way down on the mat and just bring the arms to the elbows to the inner thighs. Might be a nice place to get some water. You can close your eyes, come back to your intention. If you're in your malasana squat, please just keep pressing through the feet, not just hanging out in the hips or putting too much pressure on any joints. Once we lifted, we engage. Notice the connection with the body and the mouth. From here, you have an option to practice crow. You can stay right here if this feels good. You can take a child's pose to start to come down if you're ready for that. If you like to work on your crow, then I'll guide us through crow. And remember, toe doesn't mean you ever really have to leave the earth. It's working on the preparation, working on the body awareness and developing a little more space, a little more connection. So the hands are going to be at shoulders distance, the fingers spread wide, the knees are going to wrap up the upper arms, and then the hips are going to move to knee height. The feet are together, toes are touching. You might even just work on this right here, pulling the belly and rounding the spine. And then you're always going to look forward and up, never down. It's going to keep you lifted. With this connection with the shins and the upper arms, you start to shift forward. Maybe just playing with lifting one set of toes and then the other. Maybe just work on that shift back and forth. Taking your time to work on any portion of this pose. The preparation, maybe the lift, maybe just surrounding the spine, feel the belly hugging. Taking a few breaths wherever you are. I know, girl. It is scary to fall. Whenever you're ready, feel free to come down to shower pose. So you know what helps sometimes is putting a block in front of your face. You can even put a block under your feet. That will help. Because if you start with a block on your feet, then you're already high in the air. And if you put a block under your face, then whoop, you don't have to worry too much about falling. We'll practice for next week. Here, we start to lift. Finding down dog, the toes curl, lift the hips. Lengthen to the spine. Let the right leg lift long, three-legged dog. We're going to move into our pigeon. So bring the knee over to the right, flex the toes, bring them to the left. Start to settle that front leg down as you extend the back leg behind you, your pigeon pose. If this does not feel right at all, then you'll come to your back, doing the same thing in a figure four. If you're in your pigeon, just take a moment to spread out the hips. Find length. Take your time to lower. Come to the forearms or elbows. Let the head relax on the stacked bed. You're just noticing some tension here in the hip. You'll tend to have a lot of tight muscle around the hip area here. So just breathe. Breathe into the tightness. Imagine with every exhale you can release just a little bit more. Slowly we'll start to inhale, lifting, but pause right where you are. Stay here. Staying upright. Now if you have a little further to go and you like to take a quad stretch here, you can start to bend into the back leg. Reach to the top of the back foot. Otherwise, just pause where you are. If you have further to go, the foot could land in the crook of the elbow, and maybe if you have a bind, bring the hands together overhead. Just options. Notice where it feels good in your body. Maybe that back leg's down. Maybe you're just reaching for the back of your legs. Your pants. And we'll just slowly release, shifting onto the right hip. Sweep that front leg around. We can come into a twist. So your choice to keep both knees bent, or you might like to extend that bottom leg once you arrive here. So we're just shifting into a twist. Leg could be straight, it could be bent. This foot could be on the inside versus outside. So a lot of variations here. Notice what feels good. But we're going to wrap up that front leg with the opposite arm, sit up nice and tall, and then take your twist. Imagine you're getting a little bit taller with every inhale. Maybe there's just a tiny bit more space with every exhale. And then inhale to come forward, release. Unravel that top leg so it comes wide on the mat. You got to rotate head to knee pose, so the right knee's bent in, although that doesn't feel great on your knee. Back of the left arm to the inside of the left leg, right arm to the sky. So you're bending towards that straight leg. Inhale to come up, take the right hand down and lift. This feels nice. You can always keep the left foot on the mat for that extended leg. And release. Bring the hips back down. Cross the ankles. Take a moment to roll back on the hips. We're going to make our way all the way back to down dog. So roll forward, plant the hands. Let the hips come out. Take that all to the other side. Left leg lifts. Exhale, bring the knee to the left, toes to the right, really flex the foot. Extend the back leg nice and long. If you take your time to settle down into your pigeon pose. Again, taking a moment to find some space. And then whenever you're ready, you can start to lower. Make sure you're not feeling any pain in this knee. Maybe this side's different than the other. Again, you can always take this on your back, figure 4. Slow inhale, start to lift. Find that upright position. Again, your choice. You can just stay right here, take a moment, lifting, opening through the chest. Or if you have that quad stretch, release them through the back leg and reach for the top of the back foot. Noticing that you also have to really open up through the chest. It's not all about the leg. You have to find this release through heart space, the shoulder. And then if you have that bind, you can take that top arm over and let the fingertips interleave. Slowly and release where you are. Roll into the left hip, sweep the right leg around. Finding any position with the leg, any of those variations. Again, that bottom leg could be extended. We're going to wrap up that front leg to the opposite arm, sit tall as you twist. Inhale, we'll come forward and unravel. Let that top leg open up. Take our rotated head to knee, so back of that right arm, right hand to the inside of the right leg, left arm's reaching. Nice release to the side body. Inhale, come up, plant the left hand down and find that lift. Nice long body. And release. Let it come down. Come to a seat. Legs are going to extend right in front of you. Your Tadasana back pose. Arms reach. Finding space through the torso. And then hinging forward. Your double-legged forward fold. Nice release here. Inhale to sit up, pulling the belly in, keep reaching the arms straight ahead of you. Pull the belly in, round the spine first, and then guide yourself all the way down. You pause, take a nice long full body stretch, and then pull the knees in. Releasing through the lower back and a nice rock side to side. And let the feet come down. So the knees are bent. We can prepare to take our bridge pose here. So the arms are down by your sides. Fingertips are grazing the backs of the heels. Backs of the feet. With an inhale, we'll press through the heels and lift the hips. The heart be open. Relax the shoulders down. And then slowly release, let the hips come down. Just pause right here. Maybe you let the knees sway side to side if that feels nice. And then back to stillness. We're going to take another bridge. So readjust. So the feet are hip distance. And then inhale, press through the heels as the hips lift. And then this time you might interlace the fingers below the lower back and then start to shimmy the shoulders closer together. You'll get more of a lift through the chest. Finding an opening through the backs of the legs. Stay right here. Come along with me for a variation. You could lift one leg. And then let that leg come down. Press it to the foot. Lift the other leg. Release the leg down, lift the heels. Find a little more height. And then release the bind, roll the hips down. Knees back into the chest. Kind of release here. You might even start to let this move into a happy baby. Knees towards the shoulders, soles of the feet to the sky. You might wrap up the toes with the thumb and forefinger. It feels good. You can stretch the legs out side to side. Eventually, just go ahead and pause in stillness. Legs up the walls. Or if you like to stay in your happy baby, you can stay there too. Maybe you're ready to just start to slow it down. Letting everything settle on the mat. Slowly, we're going to start to move into our most comfortable resting pose. Releasing physical form. eyes closed. Relax through the face. Release the jaw. Feel connection. Shoulders, arms, hips, legs. Everything release. Balancing physical practice with stillness. Right here in your Shavasana. back to the body. Bring awareness back in your space. And just as we began, maybe these movements grow into a nice full body stretch. Going back up, nice deep breath. Feeling that rise to the chest. Exhaling, pull the belly in, let the knees come to the chest. Your rock side to side. Eventually, just landing on one side, pausing, or leaving your mat. Bring our awareness to the space right here. Notice your breath, mind, physical form. We could shed something right here that we don't need anymore and instead take with us all this good calming energy of our practice. We come up to a comfortable seat. And the eyes closed or soft once you arrive. Hands to heart center. Inhale together. And exhale, down to honor yourself. Inhale, come to third eye center. Right here, feeling gratitude for ourselves, for each other, and for the practice. We say namaste. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. It is nice to see you. I remember to turn the lights out. I've been trying to remember. Someone told me that you guys like the lights out. I try to remember. I forget sometimes. I'll turn them back on so you can